Welcome to episode 12, and get ready, because this quote from Jim Rohn isn't just wisdom, it's a blueprint. A blueprint for wealth, a blueprint for mastery, a blueprint for becoming the strongest version of yourself. Jim Rohn wasn't just a speaker, he was the father of modern personal development. He mentored giants, including Tony Robbins. He reshaped the way the world understands success. And his message today is brutally simple. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Not massive talent, not perfect circumstances, not luck, not inspiration, not motivation, just simple disciplines, repeated daily. And that's where we begin. Number one, the seed of success is small, always small. Jim Rohn loved to compare success to farming. No farmer plants a seed today and expects a tree tomorrow. No farmer waters once and hopes for a harvest. The seed is tiny. The growth is invisible. The progress is slow. But every day you water it, every day you tend to it, every day you show up, you are moving toward the harvest. Even if nobody sees it, even if you don't see it yet, even if it feels like nothing is happening. Success doesn't happen suddenly. It accumulates quietly, like interest, like compounding, like character. Number two, the rule of compounding discipline. Let me tell you something powerful, something that most people never understand until it's too late. Discipline compounds, and so does the lack of it. Success is not one big action. Failure is not one bad decision. Both are built the same way, step by step, day by day, choice by choice. One disciplined action, nothing changes. One undisciplined action, nothing breaks. But repeat it daily, everything changes. Everything breaks. People think success is dramatic. It's not. It's mathematical, and Jim Rohn mastered that math. Number three, the daily battle, pain of discipline versus pain of regret. Jim Rohn said something else, something sharp, something unforgettable. We must all suffer one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Discipline is hard, yes, but regret is brutal. Regret is suffocating. Regret lasts a lifetime. Discipline weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. Most people choose what feels easy today and pay with their future. Winners choose what feels tough today and gain a future most people will never touch. Number four, why small daily actions work. The brain science. Let's bring in some neuroscience. Your brain does not change through big dramatic events. It changes through consistency. Every time you perform a small discipline, you strengthen neural pathways. You reinforce identity. You increase internal certainty. You build emotional resilience. You train your focus. Small daily habits don't just change your results, they change your mind. And once your mind changes, your life follows. It has no choice. Number five, your life right now is a collection of your daily disciplines. Look at your life today. Your health, your finances, your relationships, your work, your confidence, your results. Every part of your life is the sum of what you do daily, what you avoid daily, what you tolerate daily, what you repeat daily. If you want a different life, you need different daily disciplines, not a different year, not a different goal, not a different dream, a different daily. Number six, the power of simple, why complexity kills dreams. Jim Rohn chose his words carefully. A few simple disciplines, my close quote, not complicated, not overwhelming, not elite-level skills. Simple. Why? Because simplicity is sustainable, and sustainability is the true source of transformation. Anyone can do something impressive once. Champions repeat the simple things endlessly. Simple workouts, simple reading habits, simple financial discipline, simple daily learning, simple tracking, simple routines, simple commitments. Success doesn't reward complexity. It rewards consistency. Number seven, the wake-up call. So let me speak directly to you, eye to eye, heart to heart. You don't need to change your whole life today. You don't need to wait for motivation. You don't need a perfect plan. All you need is a few simple disciplines, practiced every day, no matter how small, no matter how slow, no matter how invisible the progress seems. Success is not dramatic. Success is not explosive. Success is not sudden. Success is accumulated discipline, building your daily success system. This is where everything becomes practical, clear, actionable, transformative. Jim Rohn didn't just preach philosophy. He taught systems. He taught structure. He taught repeatable steps that anyone, including you, can use to build a disciplined, successful, powerful life. And today, you and I are going to build your system, your personal, customized daily discipline blueprint. Not theory, not motivation, not inspiration, a strategy, a formula, a repeatable pattern that creates momentum, consistency, and long-term success. Let's begin. Number 1, the success triangle, the 3 areas you must discipline daily. Jim Rohn believed that a successful life is built on 3 daily foundations. 1, your mind. 2, your body. 3, your future, skills, money, power, and goals. Everything else is noise. If you win these 3 areas every day, even in tiny ways, your entire life changes. Let's break them down. A daily discipline. Number 1, your mind, mental discipline. Your mind is the command center of your life. If your mind is weak, confused, chaotic, or unfocused, nothing works. Jim Rohn practiced at least 2 mind disciplines every day. 1, reading, 10 to 20 minutes minimum. He said, miss a meal if you must, but don't miss a book. Reading opens your mind, expands your thinking, sharpens your decision-making, but it must be daily. 2, reflection journaling, 5 to 10 minutes. Thinking is a skill, a discipline, and most people never do it consciously. Jim Rohn journaled because it helped him process decisions, track growth, correct mistakes, clarify goals, gain wisdom, stay accountable. Daily reflection equals accelerated growth. A B, daily discipline number 2, your body, physical discipline. You may not realize this yet, but your energy determines your success more than your intelligence. You can't build a powerful life with a weak body. Jim Rohn wasn't a fitness guru, but he understood something essential. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. 3 simple daily disciplines. Measure 1, move your body, 10 to 30 minutes. Walk, stretch, lift, run, do push-ups. It doesn't matter what. It matters that you do something. 2, hydrate less fuel intentionally because clarity requires energy, confidence requires energy, discipline requires energy. 3, sleep as a strategy, not an accident. Successful people treat sleep like an investment, not a convenience. C, daily discipline number 3, your future. Skill, money, goal discipline. This is the discipline that shifts your entire life trajectory. Every day you must invest in your future in at least one of these ways. 1, learning or improving a skill. Skills equals income. Skills equals opportunity. Skills equals freedom. Jim Rohn built his career by learning to speak better every single day. 2, managing your money. Even 5 minutes of financial discipline per day, recording expenses, reviewing plans, reading about investing, tracking progress, improving financial literacy. This is how wealth begins. Not with money, but with awareness. 3, taking one action toward your goals. Your goals don't move unless you move. One small action each day creates momentum that becomes unstoppable. Number 2, the daily success formula, the system you can start today. Let's bring this into something concrete. You can start this today, before this podcast even ends. Here is a simple, powerful, Jim Rohn-approved daily discipline routine. Your daily success formula, 10 to 30 minutes per category. Mind, 10 to 20 min. Read 10 pages. Reflect or journal, 5 to 10 min. Body, 10-30 min. Move, hydrate intentionally. Sleep early. Future, 10 to 20 min. Learn or practice one skill. Track money. Take one action toward a goal. Total time, 30 to 60 minutes. Total transformation, your entire future. You don't need hours. You don't need discipline of a Navy SEAL. You just need consistency. Jim Rohn built his empire with this formula. Millions have changed their lives using the same system. And now, it's your turn. Number 3, the power of 1% daily, the compounding law that builds greatness. You've heard this idea before, 1% better every day. But here's what most people don't realize. A 1% improvement doesn't feel like progress. It feels like nothing. That's why most people quit. They don't see the results fast enough. But discipline is slow, until suddenly it's fast. 1% becomes 10%. 10% becomes 50%. 50% becomes a new identity. And that identity creates results that seem impossible from the outside. Daily discipline creates exponential growth, but only after you've been consistent long enough. This is why simple wins. This is why daily wins. This is why Jim Rohn's philosophy works. Number 4, the one thing that breaks daily discipline and how to fix it. Let's talk about the biggest killer of discipline, all or nothing thinking. People think discipline means perfection, so when they miss one day, one workout, one task, they collapse. But champions don't aim for perfection. They aim for return. They get back on track immediately. No drama, no guilt, no shame. Your success will not come from perfect streaks. It will come from long-term consistency with short-term recovery. Number 5, the identity shift. The real reason daily discipline changes your life. Daily discipline does not just change your results. It changes who you believe you are. If you read daily, you begin to see yourself as a reader. And readers are thinkers. And thinkers make better decisions. If you work out daily, you begin seeing yourself as someone who values health. And healthy people move differently. Think differently. Perform differently. If you take daily steps toward your goals, you become a builder, a creator, a doer. Discipline is not a behavior, it is an identity upgrade. Becoming the person who follows through. This is it, the final chapter of episode 12, where we take everything we've learned, the discipline, the structure, the daily practice, and activate it inside of you at the identity level. Because discipline isn't a task. It's not a routine. It's not a checklist. Discipline is who you become. And once it becomes who you are, success becomes automatic. Let's dive in. Number 1, the emotional engine behind daily discipline. Here's a truth you and I need to acknowledge. Most people don't fail because they lack information. Most people don't fail because they lack time. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they lack emotional control. Their emotions run the show. I don't feel like it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'm not motivated. And the moment emotion becomes the decision maker, discipline dies. But champions, real champions, reverse this. They act first, feel second. They don't wait to feel disciplined. They do the disciplined action, and the feeling follows like a shadow. That is emotional leadership. That is personal power. That is the transformation Jim Rohn was pointing to. The bounce back skill, how winners recover fast. Let me tell you something that will set you free. You will break discipline. You will miss days. You will fall. You will lose momentum. You will slip back into old patterns at times. And that is okay. Success is not built on perfect streaks. It's built on rapid recovery. Winners don't collapse when they slip. They don't spiral. They don't quit. They bounce back. Quickly, quietly, powerfully. One missed day is nothing. Letting that one missed day multiply, that's where people lose themselves. Recovery is a discipline, a daily one. Number 3, the discipline loop. How to become unstoppable. Every day you follow through on a discipline, you activate this loop. 1. Action, you do the thing, even a small step. 2. Identity, your brain says, I am the kind of person who follows through. 3. Emotion, you feel pride, clarity, momentum. 4. Motivation, you want to act again. Half 5, repeat. This loop becomes self-sustaining. The discipline becomes identity. The identity becomes your lifestyle. This is how ordinary people become exceptional. Number 4, your future equals your daily minimum standard. This is important, really important. Successful people do not rely on goals. They rely on standards. A goal says, I want to read 30 books. A standard says, I read 10 pages a day, no matter what. A goal says, I want to get fit. A standard says, I move my body daily, even for 10 minutes. A goal says, I want to save money. A standard says, I invest a percentage of every dollar I earn. Goals create pressure. Standards create evolution. Daily standards are where success lives. Number 5, the discipline that changes everything. Self-respect. Listen carefully. This might be the most important truth of this episode. The real reward of discipline is not success, not wealth, not mastery. It is self-respect. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you grow. Every time you follow through, your confidence expands. Every time you act despite resistance, you strengthen the inner leader inside you. Success is not built by discipline. Success is built by the person you become through discipline. And that person, that version of you, that's who we're discovering in this series. Number 6, the final challenge, your 7-day discipline sprint. Before we close this episode, you and I make an agreement. For the next 7 days, you commit to 1 mind discipline, read, journal, reflect. 1 body discipline, move, hydrate, sleep strategically. 1 future discipline, skill, money, or goal action every day. No exceptions, no drama, no perfection, just consistency. 7 days, that's it. And when you complete those 7 days, you will not recognize yourself. You will be stronger, sharper, more confident, more focused, more disciplined. You will feel different because you are different. This is where it begins. The path of discipline is the path of freedom. This has been episode 12 of the Immortal Quotes podcast. Jim Rohn's wisdom is simple, but life-changing. A few simple disciplines practiced every day. Not spectacular, not dramatic, not glamorous, simple, daily, powerful. You now have the blueprint. You now have the system. You now have the tools. And most importantly, you now have the identity forming inside you. Carry it forward. Live it daily. Build your future 1 discipline at a time. Episode 13. Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. Warren Buffett. In the next episode, we dive into the mindset of one of the greatest financial minds in human history. Warren Buffett didn't become wealthy because he was lucky. He became wealthy because he understood something most people never learn. Money is not meant to be managed emotionally. It is meant to be managed intentionally. In episode 13, you will learn the difference between rich behavior and poor behavior, why most people save backwards, how to rewire your brain to build wealth automatically, the psychology of money discipline, the financial habits that create lifelong freedom. Get ready. This episode will upgrade your money mindset permanently.